All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Clinton, Navigator Bowman of the Outerhaven Productions at www.theouterhaven.net. We're here at the Adult Swim Games booth at PAX East 2015 at the Boston Convention Exhibition Center. And I'm here with Jeff Critchmar, the Senior Interactive Designer at Adult Swim Games. Jeff,
what's up, man?
How you doing today?
It's a pleasure. I'm good. The dogs are far from barking yet.
It's going to get there, though.
Yeah.
All right, so Adult Swim Games been developing games and creating games for years. One of the more famous games that pretty much everybody meme the hell out.
Yeah.
For a lack of a better term.
Right.
And I wouldn't say the F word because I try to be a little bit professional.
I'll probably say the F
Robot. Thank you. Robot Unicorn Attack.
Yes.
One of the dopest and most mind-trippy games out there. Now Adult Swim Games, much like, from its humble beginnings, Adult Swim's personal humble beginnings as pure anime on the weekends, how it expanded out to, Family Guy, producing his own series. Adult Swim Games, in the same vein, is coming out, picking up developers, and distributing games.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, I want to say that the general perception of Adult Swim Games is that we are just the guys who made Robot Unicorn, and then we are the guys that, made Flash games, or I didn't know Adult Swim made games, And so Adult Swim Games now is hoping to be the premier publisher of indie games. We really just want to enable indie developers to produce really great games.
So pretty much like William Street, who was, the studio behind the Adult Swim shows and things like that. You applied the same thought process behind that into the game. I mean, I see you have some games, such as Ghost Song, Traverser, and Rise and Shine, Rain World, That's Gambit. I mean, I know, because I watch Adult Swim. I do.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the series a lot of times. Do catch up on Family Guy, catch up on. I used to watch a couple of Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job.
Yeah.
Dr. Steve Brule, for your dingus, and for your health.
Black Jesus.
The Boondocks.
Boondocks.
One of my favorite shows of all time, the Boondocks.
Last season, though.
Let's not talk about that. So, what was the first developer that you went to, and when the company decided let's move away from the Flash games like Surgeon Simulator and things like that.
Right.
For the mobile, because you mainly focus on the mobile market at first.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't say that we are necessarily moving away from mobile by any means. It's a platform that we've grown and we're only expanding upon. We're going to be coming out with better and better mobile games throughout the years.
Apologize for saying that. That's not what I wanted to say.
No worries. And I didn't take it as such. I just wanted to clarify for the sake of clarifying. I think that we have a bunch of mobile games that are going to be great. And this year, essentially, we've got 8 amazing indie developed games that are coming out. We're showing them off all year. Oblitus just came out about a week ago. It's like a 2D side-scrolling.
About a week ago.
Yeah, so I mean, it came out about a week ago, and it is like a 2D Dark Souls. All art and programming by 19-year-old Connor Ullman, who is still in college. Pretty phenomenal.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep this in mind. You could be in your teens and you can still develop a great game.
That's what's up. I mean, we're looking for any indie developer that is passionate about making a really good game. We want to publish games that gamers want to play, and we only take upon games that we would actually enjoy having in our collection.
So you know what? That's actually a really good philosophy, because a lot of indie game companies, a lot of big name companies really don't do that. Like, the plight of Sega, Capcom, a lot of these companies.
Right.
They're kind of moving out of that direction. It's good to see a company like yours, Adult Swim Games, going into that direction and really catering to the gamers. Because I know you share this philosophy. That's what a lot of indie companies do. They say if it's a game that we know that we'll play ourselves, we're going to push it out.
Yeah.
So outside of the games that are here showing at the Adult Swim booth, in the Indie Mega booth, what other games can you provide any details, or is that still kind of a hush-hush thing? And will Miss Weiss actually tell me no?
Yeah. You'll probably get cut off by Angie, but there's big things in the future. I mean, this year is going to be a really good year for Adult Swim Games. I just signed on in December. Brandon, my writing friend, you come here, Brandon. You come into the shot. This beautiful gentleman.
How's it going, Brandon?
He wants a high five. Yeah.
What's going on?
There you go. Brandon's great. We just joined Adult Swim around
Okay.
December, and we're doing our best to help grow the brand
Right.
as much as we can. And we're just two passionate gamers with a team of other passionate gamers, and we're just out there looking for great games. And this year is going to be big because we care.
All right, definitely. Brandon, so you just came in as a writer, as a Jeff told me that. Is there anything that you want to say real quick before we move on a little bit? I know you're a writer. You're a game writer, right?
Yeah, I write copy for games that need help localizing or punching up for comedy or humor where appropriate. I'm also a guy doing all of our social media and stuff, so I'm in the marketing as well.
Okay, so you're basically the all around guy who helps out whenever they need help, right?
The words man.
The words man.
Yeah, that's it.
The wordsmith.
That's me.
As you are, Brandon the wordsmith. So, what games have you worked on so far? Just so you know, edify the audience. What games have you worked on?
Well, I've been in the Adult Swim digital space for a while. I worked on some of our mobile titles, like Adventure Express. I wrote a whole lot of copy for. They needed somebody to handle all the humor in that side of the game, so they gave me all the copy, and I kind of punched it up there. On this side of things, I'm working on Traverser, actually, right behind you. It's kind of a third-person platforming puzzle game. That team is in the Netherlands, and they actually need help writing their entire game script. So that's kind of where my bag is, helping finesse their narrative, massage their narrative.
Okay. So is there any dates that we can talk about for some of these games?
Yeah.
And consoles or PC, mobile, platforms where they'll be?
We've got 8 games right now that are going to be on Steam. On Steam.
Okay.
We've got one game that is out right now called Oblitus that I told you about. Westerado is slated for April 6th, as I've been told by Angie.
Okay.
Hold her to that. Duck Game is supposed to come out by the end of April.
We should pull her in to confirm this.
Yeah. She's spared.
She
got out of here fast.
got out of Dodge, right?
But pretty much throughout the rest of the year, you can expect a game from Adult Swim about every month or two.
By this time next year, we will have an entire new lineup to be showing here.
By this time next year, we will have a robot army of dogs with laser eyes.
And you'll probably have the biggest booth in the damn place, too.
Right, yeah.
Hopefully. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Brandon. It was a really great talking to you. I think this is the most fun interview that I've had all day. I mean, outside of talking to Alex Jabali, who's one of my biggest, I look up to in the fighting game community. That's just me. But you guys are a lot more fun than that right now. Right now, and I give it to that. Clinton Bowman of the Outerhaven here. We're going to be back with a little more PAX East coverage. We'll talk to you later.